So I'm working on taking this alternator out of this Avalon, and I'm gonna try and take this stuff off in order to have better access to the pulleys and whatnot. And I think all I need to do is remove that 10 millimeter and another one that is further in. I'll show you when I get them out. So I was able to get a socket on it with those extensions, and it is you can't really see it, but just behind that tube is a little bolt that I've taken off with a 10 millimeter. So I took that little bolt out, and then I separated this from this. There's a little tab there, and I can't remember which direction I pushed it, but I believe I pushed it down, and then I was able to wiggle this out. But a lot of people take this off or remove that hose and do all other sorts of things. Well, I got the alternator free, and all I did was disconnect the dipstick, and I think that will let me pull it up. I think that'll let me pull it up through here. Well, I think I need my other hand, but I think it's gonna happen. I apologize for not having a tripod set up, but I wasn't gonna make a video about this. But I disconnected this and it moves freely. Hoping I didn't damage something below, but I don't think I did. And I was able to wiggle it from over there, and I pulled it up right through here. So notice I still have this hose on. I did not take this off, didn't move this, didn't move a fan. So yeah, it's time to put the new one in. Oh, and that bracket down there, I just took the bolt out from it and left it down there because I couldn't get the little plastic clip off that's just there. But yeah, so this is a lot quicker than I thought. And the alternators look to be a match. The only thing that I have to transfer over is this bracket. So I'm gonna do that and yeah, throw it back in. In an effort to show there was no magic, I'm gonna try and do this with one hand. I'll show you the way it came out. There we go. There you go. That's how I got it in and out, just like that. Okay, there it is back in. And now I just have to bolt everything back up and connect everything, and hopefully his battery issues will be solved. I'm doing this for a coworker. So yeah, check out the other videos on, how to do the parts I didn't show, but this will save you a lot of time. So getting that bolt back on the alternator while it was mounted was a bit challenging, but I just unmounted it, gave me a little bit of freedom, and I was to get it in, whereas that one's easy to access. If you got small hands, that bolt there in the darkness may be easy, but it was just a bit difficult. A quick recap, even though I didn't plan on making a video of this, to free up the tensioner, I got on that bolt there and rotated it counterclockwise, and that freed up the belt. And I didn't completely remove it, I just removed it off of the alternator. This bolt was able to come out because this is flexible. The opposite side, there's a bolt of the same head size that I took out. Of course, I removed that connector, that one, that connector down there, and I set this wiring harness away, just like the other videos described. That's really it. I took off that, and I removed this. But yeah, the main thing I wanted to show people is that you don't have to take off all this. Just disconnect that, rotate it out, and the alternator comes out. And look at that, 14 and change. It's not good contact still, but 14 and change. It looks like the alternator is doing its job. This is actually my first time driving a Toyota Avalon, and this thing is remarkably smooth. For the year that this one was made, this was like the top of the line trim level. And the guy whose father owned it, he bought it new. And I'm telling you, this thing is smooth. It could use the brakes being bled and checked out. There is some hesitation on acceleration, but it's running, and now we can troubleshoot the other things that is wrong with it. But yeah, this thing is pretty freaking smooth. This is really nice.